guys, today I'm going to talk about the Second Amendment. Second Amendment, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the rights of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Let's kind of break this down a little bit. I'm not going to go too in depth, but the point of this is to kind of understand what the Second Amendment was about. Everyone says, and I agree, the Second Amendment was about oppressive government and tyranny. So let's break it down a little bit. A well-regulated militia. What is a militia? Well, I looked it up. A militia is an organized armed force comprised up by civilians. Civilians that have come together in an organized form to resist whatever force that is oppressing them. Militia is not our military. It's not. And you know, for a while I always felt that maybe our National Guard was our militia, because it's, you know, very state by state. But unfortunately, today, our National Guard is run by the federal government. They get deployed overseas and go to war. They're not our National Guard anymore. They're basically army. So, the militia follows us, to me, and everybody else who is a gun owner who would want to oppose an oppressive government, an invading army, or any other threat to our free state. Our free state being our states, our country, you know, we as a free nation. The rights to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, to keep and bear, to own, to keep, and to bear, that's to carry, to hold, to have on your person. So, it's not just saying you should have them in your home, it's saying you should be able to carry them. You should be able to defend yourself with arms anywhere, not just your own home. Now, the term arms. Arms is just a general term for weaponry. It's not firearms. Okay? Arms meant swords back in the day. They meant spears. They meant bows. You know? And before you say anything like, oh, it referred to muskets and the flintlock pistols that they had those days. No. They said arms because arms is just general for weaponry. Our founding fathers knew that technology was going to advance. It's going to advance at a rapid rate, and eventually we're going to have technologies that they could never even foresee, I should say. So the Second Amendment was very clear in that it being very general about what it's saying that you were allowed to keep. Now, in that saying, people will throw out, oh, okay, well, if that's the case, civilians should be able to own rocket launchers and tanks and jet fighters and bombs and missiles and nuclear weapons. Alright, we want to go down that road, let's go down that road. If we want to take it as literally as possible, yeah, we could say that. I am never going to advocate nuclear weapons be allowed for our civilians. Ever. Okay? Personally, I don't even think any government should have nuclear weapons. It's too much power for one government. As far as tanks and jets and stuff, technically, I could own a tank. I could own a jet fighter. I just can't own the weaponry that goes with them. But let's dissect this a little bit further. If I were to be 100% honest, I would believe that I should be able to have the right to own whatever the common soldier is able to use. Now that be any sort of firearm, any sort of weapon, any sort of gear, any sort of body armor. Okay? Even weapons to take out armored weapons. So if I want to take out a tank with a Javelin missile, I think I should be able to own that. Now let's go into reality a little bit. Obviously, that's not going to happen. We're not going to give civilians Javelin missiles and RPGs and explosives and all that stuff. What are we doing? From the Second Amendment, we own everything that the government owns, and as these new things come out, new weapons, new technologies, the civilians own them, and then when they come out, it's the government saying, we can't have civilians having that. So we, as gun owners, as the free people who defend the Second Amendment, we have lost so much because the federal government has gained so much in weaponry. We haven't gained that much. I mean, if you think about it, the AR-15 that all the gun owners want to be able to have so bad was invented in what? The 60s? 50s or 60s? Somewhere in there? Being the first M16 black rifle. And yeah, the military, if we ever went to war with our government, we'd be outmatched. But so was Vietnam. We had technological advances over Vietnam, but we still lost. The point is this. What we want are rifles, are semi-automatic rifles, with the cosmetic features that do not make them any more dangerous. We want them to have security for our free state, whether that is our state, our nation. As far as the Second Amendment is concerned, why are we letting an amendment which was designed to protect us from oppressive government? Why are we letting a government decide on what that amendment applies to and whether or not we could repeal it? Because that has come up too. Well, we shouldn't, because the Second Amendment is there to protect the other ones as much as its own. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, all that stuff is protected by the Second Amendment. And for us to let the government take it away would be a travesty. So that being said, the Second Amendment, for us, for oppressive government, for tyranny, for foreign invasions, and you can even drill it down to, home defense, defense out in the world when you're concealed carrying. Second Amendment is for us to defend ourselves from any threat as a people of a nation of freedom. Thanks for listening, guys. If you like this video, please like and subscribe down below. Put any comments also down below. And if you have any suggestions for further videos, please leave those in the comments down below as well. Have a good day, guys, and carry smart, and I'll see you guys later.